Hello YouTube, it's more Twist, more Hearthstone, and this time, as promised, not playing Paladin. I put together a Mage deck. I've not trialed this too much. It is a Quest Mage deck, which is pretty similar to the, I guess like the aggro ping Mage that you have in Standard right now, but with some old favourites. Firstly, we've got the Quest in there because we have so many Fire, Frost, Arcana spells that we can kind of just enable this to go along the way. Plus, Mage in Twist, it doesn't have any great, doesn't have that many great turn 1 plays. They're really Suspicious Alchemist, or if you're going to play the Elemental variant, you could play Synthesize. They're like your two options. So instead, I thought, you know what, we can just throw the Quest out there. Then I've got stuff like Wildfire to make your hero power better. I've got the Snow Flurry to slow the game down, Cosmic Keyboard, which is great in Standard, Ignite, which is very strong with the Quest, because once you complete it, you get permanent spell damage up +3. Infinitize the Maxitude to get even more value. Then I've got some spell discoveries in the Prismatic Elemental, Rewind, Ruined Orb, and then again a few more things to slow the game down. And then the big piece of resistance, once we survived through the early game, we throw on Dawn Grasp onto the board and hopefully ping people down with my hero power. I throw Kel'Thuzad onto the board and hopefully we generate enough skeletons to kill the opponent. Or we throw Ramoth into the board because there's so much discovery that Ramoth does a huge swing turn. The rest of the deck is just super aggro. Now, there are Quest Mages out there, the dust has settled now on Twist. Mage is sitting somewhere in the middle of the pack with a Quest Mage variant. They don't run a list like this, I do appreciate. They focus very strongly on the Quest and Ignite, and they normally throw in stuff like the Mana Biscuits to get your Arcana stuff guaranteed. I'm taking the Quest a little bit slower and instead playing it more like the ping Mage, but instead of having the what are they called? The Frost Pingers? I don't even remember what it's called. Frost. Where are you? Whatever. The thing that you infuse 3 times and you keep pinging it, but instead of having that, I've got Ignite in the deck instead. I will say, the deck to watch out for now, the numero uno deck, is Druid, Quest Druid, and they just hit you in the face extremely hard and very fast. So, I have some things in there to, try and keep me alive. Solid Alibis in the deck. We have Arcane Artificer, the Cold Cases. So hopefully we have enough survivability just to live long enough to then start putting out some of our bigger threats. That's the dream here. And I'm hoping that's what separates this list from, a standard Quest Mage list. Okay, without further ado, let's get cracking. It's also the 1st of July, so the ranks have reset. We're not going to just get people then, hard metering, right? In Bronze 10. There are 2 big decks out there, and one of them actually I'm proud of myself. I thought this would be a strong deck. Demon Hunter is number 2 right now, and it's a deck that just, it hits you with his face very strong, just builds up a lot of attack power. Okay, we're going against Paladin. Paladin is also somewhere in the middle of the pack. I think they're sitting at maybe even smack bang on 50%. We're going to have a very slow opening here, but we have the tools to fight for the board again. And that's great. They're not playing a turn 1 play. Keyboard into Sanctum into Volume Up. I've only put 1 Volume Up in the deck, by the way, because I don't want Rewind to find Volume Up necessarily. And I often found that I had handlement issues having 2 copies of it, so. But, I'm enjoying this opening so far. I think this is Libram Paladin, by the way. I think they run the Shimmering Sunfish. Never mind, it's a Silverhand Paladin. Maybe it's both. Right. So, what do I want 2 copies of? Probably Deathborn, right? If they're going to bring out a lot of Silver Hands. And I think I'm going to chill on the skeleton. So we're looking for a Frost. Okay. We're looking for a Frost and a Fire, and we can do that this turn. Do I get the minion first? No, you don't. I didn't realise. That was a bit of a... Well, arguable misplay. I think I'm going to keep the Divine Shield up, because they've probably got ways to re-enable it, and I can't kill it right now. So we'll just chill. Okay, that's fine. A little bit annoying. So let me ping you one time. Depending on the skelly look here, I'm not going to risk it again. We're Deathborning, by the way. Okay, that went pretty well. Next turn we can ignite into Rewind. In fact, Cosmic Keyboard, maybe Ignite Rewind. And this is just Despair for Paladin. It's turn 6, they don't have the board. I might just Deathborn again, honestly. This is a pretty nice board. Well, there are nicer boards to do it into. Okay, I think I won't. And I'm actually going to fish a little bit more. On the Cosmic Keyboard. We can do better. And... see what we get from this. Put the cost of an attack of all minions in your deck. I don't think that's that good. I think Shadows of Demise is pretty good. Hit It Very Hard is also fairly good. I think this is the safer play. Looks like I'm here just in time. Alright, this is a very fair deck so far. I'm enjoying it very much. It's a pity I'm going to cheat in a moment. Right, we need the Arcana spell, so we'll do that. Which one do I want back? I probably want Ignite. Discover me a spell, please. A 7, 8, 9, 10 spell. We don't have that. I guess we'll take a Frozen Touch then, the spell I was trying to remember. And we'll Cosmic Keyboard into Cold Case. Next turn we can Ignite. Oh, I've not got an Arcana spell. Hang on a minute. I might have griefed a little bit. Griefed myself. Oh, Brasswing. Snap. It's a good Brasswing turn. And that went pretty well for you as well, opponent. Okay, fortunately the game has decided not to punish me. I mean, this is in my deck, so it has to be the right choice, right? Actually, I think Synthesize is better because of the Frozen Touch. Then, I want to hit you. I think I'm going to Deathborn this turn. Oh, I think I... Am I dumb? I think I'm dumb. I think I've misplayed this turn as well. I have to kill that. Okay, we're not Deathborning this turn. We'll complete the quest instead. That's good enough. I know what's coming, but... Is it good enough? I mean, they're actually going to be 3-3, so... It's fine. We can just solid alibi.
Do try to keep yourselves alive.
Oh, batter off.
Reporting for duty.
Cool. Very convenient.
I have proven myself. I demand answers.
I will kill you. I don't think they have anything that can just ping me in the face right now. I'm just gonna chill. I was wondering whether or not to solid alibi, but... irrelevant. My Deathborns are now 5 to all. That's pretty good.
Steal from the rich and
Oh, cool. Oh, do you have Librams in the deck? Alright, what are you doing? 6 damage. Every spell that you've cast this game, it's basically random what's going to happen here. I can Frost, which will turn this into a Frost. Touch. I think that is completely acceptable. And I can just slowly ping them down. Eight skeletons right now. I'm feeling strong, I'm feeling confident.
good explorer comes prepared.
I feel bad for Marines WE. Marines WE. Because they're playing an ultra fair deck, and I respect them for it. Unfortunately, I'm going to cheat. Oh, a 6-6. Oh, an 8-8. Okay. Ignite into Deathborn. Yeah, ignite into Deathborn. I was 8 off lethal. Actually, I was 6 off lethal, I think.
They will break upon the sands.
Mistakes of the past.
Okay.
Rewritten.
Very cool. Cast a spell, gain armor. One, 3, 5, no. Not Kel'Thuzad. Okay. I think I'm going to take a little bit of a lark here. On what these elementals are. That's a pretty good elemental. That's a pretty fun spell. I'll take Rune. Should have done this in a different order. Whoops. And I will just chill. I don't even think I care about pinging your Divine Shield. Right, the weapon is here, just to smack me in the face as well. Holy moly. That's the big minion now.
Reporting for duty.
Right, I can't just box instantly.
The victory is yours.
God damn it. I probably had lethal actually now that I think about it. Whatever. I was having fun. I had 2 frost things. I could reset them. Yeah, I had lethal. I was definitely going to miss it, but I had lethal. Okay, Demon Hunter. I suspect this is the one that is going to buff their face insanely and just smack me really hard. Plus can get a huge board by like turn 4. I'm going to guess that's the one we're going into. So if this is the deck I think it is, it could not be. They will play the quest. And then they just play a bunch of cards that are like, you know, draw 2 cards this turn, draw 3 cards, like Glide. They haven't insta-played it, so... Oh, it's not! Never mind, I tell lies and untruth. Well, you play like Glide and stuff, and you can draw through your deck super quickly. It's kind of obnoxious. Return a minion to hand... Actually, Breakdance is not giga terrible here. Embers is also pretty good. I'm just thinking of refreezing this. I think Embers is the more sensible play, though. I will say it's a fire spell, though, and I don't really want it to be recast. It's good with Bromath, though, or whatever it's called. But I could definitely have seen playing Elemental, bounce Elemental back, ping his face. That might prove to have been the wrong play. Anyway. Cold Case next turn. We're looking for an Arcana spell still. But we're not in a rush. I'll ping that down as well. Or do I just cold case it? Do I care? I don't care. Feel free to trade with one of them. Oh, Soul Fragments. Oh, is it a Soul Fragment Demon Hunter? That's cool. So I need a board clear at some point. Nah. Meh, not thrilled with my hand. I guess I'll just throw you out here. 2-1. And ping it off the board. Next turn, this gets its mana thirst, so we'll probably play it. It is my fire spell, though, right now, so I kind of want to hold it. This is a nice thing, though, now. I'm not in a rush. I can just chill for a little bit. Right, we'll start freezing him in the face now. It appears your deck is just full of weapons. What a great top deck, by the way. I would like another copy of Rewind, thank you. Because I might have to rewind Cold Case to recover some armor here. Or Solid Alibi and rewind the alibis. Either way, we're just going to make them unhappy for a while. Oh, we're going to make them unhappy for a while. That wasn't Outcast easy, you just silenced the minion with no effect. I think I freeze their face again, because clearly this is upsetting them.
You can't stop this snowstorm. No problem.
Reality woven.
Get another quest? Nah, no thanks, I'm good. Okay, I'm content with this board. They will probably have a board clear. Silence all enemy minions.
My blades will
Interesting. Very interesting. It's a really good Deathborn potentially coming up, even with the silence. How's the best way to get through this? 2, 2, 2, 2.
No problem.
Yeah. 2, 2, 2. Button. I know he looks dumb. Gain armor. Gain armor to complete this. I get to discover a spell. We have one of all types right now. Deep Freeze, I think, might... Oh, actually, Counterspell. I'm just going to keep freezing their face. They don't seem to like it. And then... Ignite the face. So everything gets silenced, I don't care. Even these things, they're still going to die, which is good for Kel'Thuzad or whatever he's called. So bad with names. The Skelly Summoner.
such a beautiful shield.
Alright, gain 13 attack, sure. That's why I had 13 armor for, you fool. Now we're just going to cause ultimate despair. Enjoy the water elementals. Then I will kill one of these. Freeze this as well. And you better have 2 silences, otherwise the water elementals come into play. Time to fish. I'm surprised they're not running the quest. Maybe they don't have the card, to be fair. Okay, so you need to be frozen, frozen, killed, 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 and killed. Exactly lethal. That felt good, that game, as well. I will say we drew both of our snow guys, or snow flurry guys. But that was definitely a deck where it was, you know, buff the face, hit you really hard. And the gimmick of the deck kind of countered them.
I make my own.
Speaking of which, this could be Miracle Rogue. I'm okay with everything else. I'm very okay now. There are definitely other people out there not running the Miracle deck. I did try to run a bit of Miracle Rogue myself off camera. It was okay. I can't remember what Rogue is actually on the old win list right now. I think it's not terrible, but I think it's hovering in the middle again. I know Warlock is smack bang at the very bottom. Which actually surprised me because I thought Warlock was decent. I thought Hunter might have been down there, but I think they are, to be fair, but okay, you have done nothing. I will just do nothing myself. Alright, it could be Miracle still, because they run, well, the Miracle deck by the end of that cycle was running Potion Belt to draw 4 cards, ideally. Still could be. I think it's more likely now, okay. Because he just Shadow Stepped it, I know it's not Miracle now. It's Thief, I think. Because you wouldn't waste Shadow Step like that. Okay. I'll just ping it. I'm not in a rush. So you've got Wildfire. Congratulations. Well done. Okay. Pirate. Oh, this is the card you discovered. Fair enough. Frost Arcana.
Let's think this through.
I think the winner's choice here is going to be this, into this, into this, into this, into this. I can set up the next turn for a... Oh, I don't have the coin! In my brain I was like, oh, we'll just coin Deathborn next turn. Whatever. It's still a good play. I can kill this guy off and leave you maybe on to 2. We'll see. Oh, they took my quest. Okay, never mind. I doubt you're going to be able to complete the quest, but we'll see.
Thank you.
It's actually pretty good, thank you. I'll take my free trade.
Bloody day.
The only sadness here is that killing you is a bit awkward now. I'll just take my armor. And again, I'm not in a rush to complete this. I will Deathborn out of sequence if it's a good Deathborn. Okay. Equally, I will, you know, not if I can avoid it. Ring toss. Discover a secret and cast it, corrupt it. I think corrupting that is going to be a real pain in the proverbial. Hot Streak is actually not terrible on the Quest Mage deck anyway, but I don't really have the fire support for that. I think I'm going to grab Counterspell. I think that's way more annoying for them. Because I want to contraband stash at some point. Ooh, Infinitize the Maxitude. Okay.
You can't stop this snowstorm.
Okay. So we've done a nothing. We've done a nothing. We have an Arcana. I need a fire spell. That's in my deck. We'll take it. Next turn is potentially ping this Deathborn. I'm pretty certain against this deck. Okay, they're contraband stashing immediately. Oh, for devolving. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? That's disgusting RNG. Anyway, this is still not the end of the world. So we want to take something down to 1. Yeah, what I was saying is, I'm pretty sure if I get a wide enough board, that deck is just going to have big sad times.
Keep your enemies close.
Oh.
And your shadows closer.
Womp womp. Not the worst card to lose there. And I need Arcana, so we need to create some space. Let's take Solid Alibi. It's in my deck. I don't think I'm going to have to give this a death rattle, but I'll hold on to it for a little bit longer.
Reality.
Oh, they're going to try and gain armor. Another contraband stash. The RNG on that has been actually insane. Oh well. I'm still pretty comfortable. I can kill both the 4/2s with Ignite if I need to. Let's see what's in the box first. Draw a card, guess if your next card costs more or less to draw it. Give Minion +1/+2 and spell damage. I do have some Ignites. Does the 3 damage make a huge difference? 2, 4, 6. I don't think he does. We will remove damage off the board. Remove damage off the board. And this is not really what I'm looking for, but we'll take Deep Freeze. I didn't Solid Alibi in the end. I probably should have done. Never mind, they're trading. I guess this is going to give them big value now. But they can't contraband stash again. They've run out of contraband stashes. So they've only got potentially 2 more big board plays. That's a bad thing to get contraband stashed as well. It could destroy one of their minions, so I'm okay with this. What are you missing, by the way? Frost and Arcane. Or Arcane, even. Man, what I would give for a whatchamacallit right now, a Deathborn, it'd be pretty good. I don't really care about you gaining any more of these now, at this point. I should Solid Alibi here. Yeah. There's no real point in doing this, but I guess this is a better trade for me right now. And I could remove this off the map. Just the RNG on this game has been disgusting. Sometimes you play a Hearthstone game and, like, the game doesn't want you to win. It's feeling like one of those right now. You hit me with the weapon. Thinking about it. Okay. I really needed Deathborn then. We'll take Solid Alibi, I suppose. Then I'd like to kill a minion. I should probably remove the minion with the most damage off the board. Actually, we should just play this. Who cares about removing a minion? Doesn't matter.
More meat.
That's lucky. Actually, maybe it wasn't. Maybe there's only one 10-cost beast and it's Light Ray. If we draw... Holy shit. If we draw Deathborn, it clears the board right now. We might actually win. So I think the play is we infinitize if we don't draw Deathborn and we just try and fish for it. Deathborn. Not Deathborn. Have I created a Deathborn? No. There's a world where this saves me. Because it'll definitely cast... It'll definitely cast one of the frozen things. I think we have to go for it.
Don't think too hard. You'll hurt yourself.
Don't hit yourself. Thank you. Nice. Another one of their minions. Okay, the face, not what I would have chosen, but... That is not the winner's choice, but sure. Right, can they do 3 additional damage in 3 separate attacks? They're kind of gesticulating that they can. Any more? Oh my god. What is this Yu-Gi-Oh game I'm playing right now?
There is so much untapped power in this world.
Fine. Deathborn saves me. We should do this first. Highly, highly unlikely to save me. But at this point, it's... I mean, they're going to hit me in the face, right? Six. You've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 13. So in theory, this saves me, but in practice, as long as they have 1 damage anywhere, they're safe. I think they've got like a Wicked Stab or a 3 damage to face. Has he just done the maths? Is he like, wait a minute?
Gotta get through me.
Still alive.
Reality woven.
How?
Reality woven.
Load it up.
Deathborn. That doesn't do it for me. Actually, hang on a minute. This into Deathborn. No, it'll clear my minion as well, which I can't have. If I freeze that... No, that doesn't help me either. Okay. I think the only line I've got is pray for Deathborn. Ice Barrier won't proc in time, will it? Because it'll put me to 0 health and then 8 armor. Okay.
Let's think time's almost up.
What a shame. Maybe they'll misplay. They're not misplaying. They're just hitting me. They're like, wait a minute, he's on 1 health. If I had 1 more health, I could have got out of that. Anyway. Honestly, that was just an anomaly. They got, like, the best RNG. I got some of the worst RNG. It happens. I will say it's a fun deck. I might make myself another contraband rogue deck. Oh, speaking of which, is this contraband rogue again?
None can escape my fury.
Time for a remix.
I'm content about getting early cold case. A Skelephant, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Okay, I don't hate this draw. Gambit into keyboard. I don't know. Ping on 3 will say what we draw. And then cold case on 4. Hopefully this is Miracle, because I think we do better against Miracle than... Well, I say this. The Concoction deck is just the Concoction Thief deck is just a crapshoot, right? We could have quite easily rolled them. Deja vu. The prep is in the Miracle deck, though. I don't think it's Miracle because they just burnt the coin. Okay. Ooh, Relic. Well, actually, maybe I immolate their hand. No, that's pretty stupid. It is a fire spell, though. And I'm missing a fire spell. Is it immolate? It can't be. I think Relic must just be better. It is effectively 4 mana draw 2 cards, though. Which is not very good. That's pretty bad. I'm going to take Immolate. It was a really bad selection of cards, though. What is your job, Immolate? It's to make a little tick mark next to fire here. Alright. I think I'm going to rewind before... Well, actually, yeah. I think next turn is probably rewind Immolate. Sure. But yeah, I don't want to pull Immolate out of the rewind, but we've actually played so few spells that it doesn't matter. We can select the one we want. Okay, let me deny you potions, please. I'll take that. I'll immolate your hand. Do I care enough about... Actually, I care enough now. I was going to say, do I care you're going to trade into this? Now that I'm Deathborning next turn, I do care a little bit more. Oh, Twisting. Oh, that's great, though, if this is the Contraband Stash deck. You do not want Twisting Never in your Contraband Stash. It basically turns you into a Control deck, and Rogue ain't a particularly good class at controlling things. At least normally. Shadow Clone. Eviscerate, Last Stand. I don't think I'm going to taunt minion in this deck, so that's pointless. Eviscerate is probably the winner's choice, but I could get this recasted, so I'm going to take it. And then we cold case. Okay. Hey, it looks like half your deck's on fire still, buddy. Random... Oh my god. Random rogue secrets. Sure. I don't think there's any downside to Deathborning here.
Good morning, my beautiful quell.
Oh, that's lucky. Don't hit that, please. Thank you. Plagiarize. That's funny. Well, we know what this is now. Okay, Deathborn back. If we draw our other Deathborn, we're on to a winner. Okay. Wait, does that remove the Ignite? I don't know if it does. Do I just throw Kel'Thuzad on the board? It only does one additional 2, but, like, what does Rogue do about this? I guess Contraband Stash, but then... Yeah, I think this is fine. A little bit of tennis going on here. Okay, I thought so. Go wide versus Rogue. It's always the winner's choice. I will say I'm toying with making a small change to this deck. I mentioned in the intro that volume up. When I had 2 copies of it in the deck, I felt like my hand was always too full. Since I've gone down to 1 copy for this episode or this recording, I feel like I have too few cards now, so...
My sorcery will prevail.
It's a little bit of a balancing act, and I'm not sure we're on the right side of it yet. Mage v Mage. I'm pretty content with this hand, to be truthful. I'm going to guess this is Quest Mage. It's the most likely one we're going to go against. How will I do in the matchup of Quest Mage versus my weird Quest Mage? I don't know. I think we might actually be effed, so to speak.
What a magic moment.
Out of this world.
They'll complete their quest way quicker than me. That always gives you the... Not the Colossal, what are they called? The Prime minions, there's only 1 in the deck for Mage.
Bask in my radiance.
We have Fire. I think I'll grab an Arcane spell. And chill.
It says explode!
This is never going to get any value.
You can't stop this snowstorm.
They're probably questioning what I'm doing now, because I don't think that deck normally runs Wildfire. They run... The one that gives you the first hand and the second hand, or the first flame, second flame. Yeah, that card. That's the one. Okay, we need a frost spell to stay on pace with them. God, Infinitize is so good for them right now. I need to put pressure on them.
Do not look away.
It's that one, isn't it? I always forget. What did you just do? Ruined Orb. Alright, that's going to slow them down a little bit. Never mind. It's actually just going to complete their quest. Frost spell! We need a frost spell. That's the Cosmic Keyboard. I think we are doomed. What was it? Arcane, it's counterspell. Probably. Or it's the one that summons a 4-cost minion, right? Well, it's not counterspell. Actually, it's not either of those. It's Vengeful Visage an arcane spell? Ooh, I can't enable it. Ah! I was toying with freezing one of my minions then. But I didn't. Discovered, by the way. Well, Infinitize, you're about to have a sad time, because I have to play you. What am I missing right now? Frost and Arcane. I'll take your Arcane. Okay, I'm lucky. Never mind, I'm not lucky. We'll freeze you, ping you. So they're going to complete the quest.
I have proven myself. I demand answers.
And now they're just going to start smacking me in the face with Ignite. Okay.
Out of this world.
What a magic.
Visage is a neutral. What is this Arcane then? It's not counter, it's not Netherwind Portal. Oh, God. Twist, you're too complicated for me. I need Frost. Well, okay, cold case. Gain all the armor. I'd love Box. Okay, we can get Box. You are doing 2 right now.
Unravel.
I really don't know what it is.
I will crush your
Here comes all the Solarians. Interesting. Okay. Right. Is it Counterspell? And if I'm checking for Counterspell, I think I should do it with Ruined Orb. Sacre bleu! Frost. I'm missing Fire and Frost. I think I just need to live as long as I can right now. I think I've become a control deck. I've not summoned a minion yet, so it could be explosive or... I mean, it could be like 18 different secrets right now. Strangely, he's not sending them to my face. I thought that was the whole point of that. Well, I'm playing the same deck, but the whole point is that you start just pinging them in the face for insane damage, and the ignites go crazy. But he's not doing that. Alright, let me check for... Well... Yeah, let me check for objection. I need to. Oh, polymorph potion. Okay. There's still a world where we win this. I think I'm going to need my hero, though, to do it. What are we on right now? I need fire. Well, swing and a miss. I've still tested this one for minion. So objection's not an issue right now.
I will crush your delusions of grandeur.
Here we go. Well, that's going to complete the quest.
I have proven myself. I demand answers.
Yeah, maybe it is minion attack on Oasis Ally. I've still not attacked the face yet with a minion. It could be Ice Barrier. It's fine. It's actually not terrible, to be honest with you. Another one. Like, I can just button them down at this point. I just need a solid alibi to stick to the board. To risk or to not risk? I think the winner's choice, because they only have one card, is to not risk.
I have become one with the void.
That could be pain. Oh my god. So one of them's Ice Barrier, because they just tried to cast it. I wouldn't draw 5 cards if I were you. Just me personally, when I only have, like, you know, 9 cards in my deck. Actually, I guess they've got Ignite, it doesn't matter. Okay, I need to draw a spell to test for... test for counterspell.
Runs out on me.
Yeah, I am running out of fuel. I mentioned before I did have 2 copies of Volume Up in the deck. I might go back to 2. But on an occasion, that would cause me to just be, like, overdrawn all time. We still lose, by the way.
I'm almost out of cards.
I should have just sent Romath onto the board then.
Quell on me.
Actually, we're not dead yet. Sorry. Nearly conceded early. If one of these is objection, we are dead, though.
I have become one.
Well. That's... Well, I was going to say that's not bad. Could be better. Oh my god. The odds... They're so strong that it's objection.
I'm almost out of cards.
Did he just die? What a win! Well deserved! See, I said well played. I predicted the Ice Blood Tower into ignite their own face. That's how we win. That's how we get to Bronze 5. Alright, I take back all the moaning about RNG on the rogue game. Right, let me put back in the second volume up. I am having issues. Where are you? And... Got it. The card to drop... Maybe it is just Kel'Thuzad. I don't really need... Well... I don't really need it. I've played it one time. I need all the stall options. I like Deathborn. Maybe it's Dawn Grasp. Yeah, screw it. Let's get rid of Dawn Grasp. She was kind of in there for a little bit of extra survivability. She's not that important. This is where we volume up into, like, volume up into recalling, rewinding it, and getting volume up again. And I just permanently have 10 cards in my hand.
Sarah versus Anduin.
Okay. I haven't seen many priests out and about. I assume Quest Priest, but it could be Shadowform Priest. They might just be playing a standard deck in Twist. And I'm fairly certain that deck doesn't run too many neutrals. Okay.
Hello there. Prepare yourself for the beat drop.
Alright, not Quest. Let's see what they're cooking.
Wow. Really? Wow. Out of this world.
Oh, I wonder if it's... Shoot, what was it called? Wig Priest. They might be doing something along those lines.
Don't push me too far.
I can end this track whenever I want.
Alright. Considering they've done nothing for 3 turns, I'm going to assume it's a control deck. You've got to corrupt that, buddy.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Quite well.
It could be Thief Priest. Maybe. That's a good shout. I feel like Thief... Well...
We will feed on this world.
Well, maybe it's not. Okay, it is Buff Priest. Not seen this before, I have to be honest with you.
We will feed on this world.
Yeah, he's not Thief. He is some sort of combo. Okay.
Wow. Really?
Out of this world.
Holy moly. Alright, that's a turn.
Let's think this through.
Don't push me too far. Don't push me too far.
We will feed on this world.
Oh my god, it's over. Ah! What is this deck? I have no form of silence, so I can't counter this. I mean, you say like the threat of the deck is, or the real threat is Sethek. The real threat is I can't clear this 23-23. And he's gonna lethal me with it, I think, this turn.
Your purpose awaits.
Wow. He missed lethal. Unlucky.
Hello there.
Prepare
yourself for the beat drop.
I need to believe in more than the half of the cards right now to win this. Like, how has he played this so quickly as well? Well. Alright, that feels like the strongest deck I've seen in Twist by a long margin. So watch out for that one. And best of luck. I guess the only deck that could really compete with that is Priest as well. Because does any other class have Mass Silence? I guess Shaman does in a form. Because the AoE board clears won't be up in time before you lose that deck. Like, they were comboing me on turn 5. Yeah, I think there's no draw that lets me beat that deck. Okay, Mage v Mage. Will it end the same way as last time?
Brand's finest, here to face me. What an honor.
Minion spell counter? Possibly. I mean, you mentioned, like, destroy minion cards. I think they would be up too slow to have countered that because they were just going to reborn them anyway. I think devolving them is probably the winner's choice. I guess maybe they got lucky as well to get that combo on turn 5. And maybe if you went hyper aggro with, like, the Quest Druid deck, you could race them down before they actually popped off. I'm always worried when we're in, like, I guess Twisted early, it's still beta. I'm worried when a deck beats you on, like, turn 5. Okay, enjoy your bacon sandwich. A skelephant. Sounds good. Sounds like something I should be eating right about now.
Let's think this through.
Okay, I'll ping you with an ignite. Just notice as well, this isn't Quest. They didn't play it. So it might be Box. Huh. Okay, let's Cosmic Keyboard then. Excuse me? Is it the Quest deck without the Quest? I have no idea. Or is it Minionless Mage? That's a deck as well, isn't it? Because the only dragon in that deck is... I forgot his name again. The one where you cast a spell, it does 4 damage. Yeah, it's Minionless Mage, isn't it? Okay. Okay, I've got your number. I know what you're doing. Which means my Nightcloak Sanctum is pointless. And my Amplified Snowflare is basically pointless. So... I should play them. And just ping him in the face. I should coin... What do I want the most here? What's my win condition against that deck? My win condition is either surviving through all the spells, which is impossible, or racing them down. The thing that races them down the most is Wildfire. I think I take Wildfire. Solid Alibi would be a good choice as well, if it was offered. I should probably try and save, well, I was going to say save Ruined Orb for completing the quest, but spoiler, it's my only arcane spell in my hand. I think next turn might be Wildfire, Wildfire, Ruined Orb, Infinitize. Or I could just Deathborn and get a 6/6 on the board. No, that's garbage. Either way, I should Ruined Orb first. Alright. Have you got your combo yet? Actually, this is not a bad Deathborn anymore. Just keep pressuring them. Okay, they're going to slow the game down. They might... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know what you're doing. The Drakefire Amulet will discover one dragon. It could be 8 cost next turn. They might have an 8 cost one. No, they don't have an 8 cost one yet. But they might have mana refreshers, so I might want to Solid Alibi now. Yeah, I want a Solid Alibi now. Draw 4. I don't want to do you just yet. I don't know why I rushed to take that. It's probably not the best option. Survivability. 3, 6, 7, 8. That's fine. Okay, let's see what they do. I'm predicting another... Another Ice Barrier, whatever it's called. Oh, they do have a 7 cost one. The other sad thing is it's just 1 damage at a time, so it gets around this. Is this lethal? Do you have one more 0 cost spell? Ah! Alright, fair enough. Dang. Unfortunate. We just need to go faster. But sadly, this is the thing, if you build your deck to like count the decks at the top of the list, then those sneaky ones in the middle can sometimes climb up. I'm really based around like trying to slow down the opponent in the early game, which means I lose to the combo decks instead, so it is what it is. Anyway, that's going to do it for the YouTube recording side of things. If you enjoyed this, why don't leave a comment, subscribe, everyone helps me out, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.